Row of Gilead. Wonderful D. Hello. How are we? There. I made that rhyme because I'm smart and clever and I made like the rhymes all the time. How we doing, guys? Oh, my hair is not just, it just won't do it today. Oh, yeah. Okay. Real quick, we're going to do I'm just doing my online duties. My online duties. I almost bought a $50 offer. Back up. We're not doing that. Okay. How was your week in Marvel Strike Force? How are we doing, everybody? Ooh. What the hell? Store. Nope. Milestones. We're doing milestones today. Doing milestones today, son. I think I got them all. Yeah, I already got them. Let's play the game. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. How we doing? Shout out to that row of Gilead as well. Underscore. Gilead. We're talking about your neck of the woods, Ro. Today, Howard the Duck feature. A man resides in Cleveland, Ohio. Howard the Duck does.
How about now?
There you go. That's much better.
Doing the dishes, you know.
Yeah, you gotta work the shaft. What?
All starts at the shaft.
Oh. What is that game? That looks legit. Dude, this looks too legit. Too legit to quit. Pretty sure I did that right. Alright. There's Yellow Daredevil. Modern. That's the first. That's some bullshit, because that's the first costume, but who's counting? Me. It's me. I'm the problem, it's me. Okay. Let's get some dailies out of the way. Cheese Devil. Cheese Devil. Can we put, for the Cosmic Crucible notations, can we put Cheese Devil, please? Please and thank you. There's a system update. Let's get the update, because it's probably going to fuck my game up if I don't. Hold on. Let's do this. Let's do this together. Let's do this together. Listen, to the vanish. No. Gotta stay on top of it. Gotta stay. He's pretty CLE. He's a pretty CLE hero who has Crunk, and I recorded from Destiny 1. I have no fucking idea what you just said. That was nonsense. He's a pretty CLE hero who has Crunk, and I recorded from Destiny 1. No fucking idea what that means. No clue. Anyway, any eventful things happen over this last week for y'all in Marvel Strike Force? After being coerced in my last stream, I may have applied for the Envoy program, but I'm not very hopeful. I don't think my content is the kind they give a shit about. But that's why I deserve to be an Envoy. I don't deserve it. That was the wrong word. That's why I need to be an Envoy. That's the word. I also think it'll re-motivate me to do things like the MODOK videos and things. Because I'll need to be updated a little bit better. I'll need to get back on the blog posts and stuff. Obviously. But also, I get it. I stream once a week. I pretty much only know why Gladiator has a mohawk versus Gladiator's kit in the game. So that's where we're at there. I hope everybody is doing okay with all the flooding. You know, the flooding in the Midwest and the South. I am in the South. I just happen to be in a part of my city where I guess I have good drainage. I don't know. It's weird. The people uphill of me have flooded. I guess the water's been going down the other side of the hill or some shit, but not too bad. Only one. There's two ways. There's two easy ways out of my neighborhood. One is flooded. The other one's fine. Sorry, two thoughts. One, Howard the Duck is a very Cleveland hero. Drunk, womanizing detective. In truth. Perfect. Glad to see you didn't go to Oz. Yeah, how are you? I feel like your area got hit more than mine, Real Bubba Hotep. I hope that all is well over there. Shout out to Real Bubba Hotep. A shout out button at Real Bubba Hotep. I spelled it wrong. Try it again. Bruce Campbell reference. I don't know if we've ever talked about that. I'm a big Bruce Campbell fan.
Who gives a shit about
that clip? Was of my buddy Crunk192 and I playing Destiny 1, but I have no clue how that clip got to you. Okay. I see you. Real Bubba Hotep, I hope that you are not currently watching the stream from Oz. But I know your area got hit more than mine. Just a ton of rain and it's still going. The wind and dangerous weather. It was about an hour southeast of me. Got you. Good. Nice. That's good to hear. Yeah, I know it was all kind of up there. I want to dox you. Real Bubba Hotep lives. Yeah, for real though, it's been freaking crazy. It's been in our state and I know Rose State because we got family up there. And specifically our two states, it's been nuts with the weather. Luckily, I'm in the middle of tech week, so we always have a day off after our 8 out of 10s, which means just like there's an 8 out of a 10-hour workday kind of thing. It's an 8 out of 10 is a theater long day. It used to be an 11 or 10 out of 12. They might be in other industries as well. We had an 8 out of 10 yesterday, and then we usually take a day off after that. So this is so we always do the 8 out of 10 on a Saturday so that I can still stream on a Sunday. Do I set the schedule? Yes. Is that part of the thing? Maybe. You can't prove it. Yeah, where I work though has a bunch of tornado shelters like inside it, so one of them things is just a good excuse to stay at work. I'm blocking. Dude, Austin Ashford is the way to start off a day, man. I'm telling you. Hold up. I just realized I don't have my Spotify thing set up. Rapotis. Blocka. There we go. Where is it? I redid. Oh, there it is. I redid my stuff, and then this is much too small, sir. Por qué? There we go. Now you can see it. Beautissimo. Bella. Okay. Let's play the game. We're here to play. Okay. Alright. We did that, and we're going to get rid of some ISO energy. And we need to actually look at what's going on. The tech week has knocked me out of the running of actually paying attention this last week. I've been getting really back into it. I feel like we've been bouncing back as a game a little bit. I've been a little less pissy about it. Which is why I applied for the Envoy program, because I'm not gonna stop the game, right? Even in the bads. I think we're bouncing back a little. So I'm slowly starting to get back to my old things. So in that, maybe MODOK can come back soon. I'm really hoping to just be able to swap it to be able to do. If I could do MODOK live, I think it'd be a lot better for me, because y'all would keep me humble, not humble. I would be more entertained, and it wouldn't just be a freaking drag of me screaming in a room by myself. I'd have some chat. But I need a couple things to happen there. One, I need to get back to reading the blog posts consistently. Two, I need a new camera. Do it live. So from that, up top, donate them biddies. We got talk to text. That's the biddy goal for the webcam. They have a sign up for content creators on the Marvel Mystic Mayhem 2, by the way, in case that tickles your pickle. I didn't get into the beta, and after watching it for a while, watching some people play it, I just kind of, I would have to start. I would have to start. Like, I don't even know. Is that global launch yet? I would have to start that game. I haven't played it yet. I only played Monopoly Go and Marvel Strike Force. Those are the 2 games I play now. That's it. Those are the only ones. But if it actually, you know, like I said, I watched some gameplay of it. If it's good, I'll check it out. It looks a lot like Guardians of the Globe Invincible. And I got bored of that game in like I think 2 or 3 weeks. I played it pretty hardcore. Maybe a little longer, maybe a month. I played it fairly hardcore and then just fell off of it. So, oop. But yeah, I would have to start Marvel Mystic Mayhem. I guess I'm not necessarily opposed to. I kind of have been wanting to start another game, but hold on. Get your shit together, Frosty. Okay. Things are at stake. I hate that Cosmic Crucible isn't today. The fact that has shifted back sucks. But we do have we have Temporal Cataclysm to play. I haven't played it. That's good. We'll play it today. How's everybody's feeling on it this week? Like I said, this week I've been very out of it because I've been at work. Very much just doing work things. We have a show opening next week, so it's just it just means my work needs me more there. I usually when a show's about to open, I work quite a few late nights in a row. Yeah. Whether I'm a king or a clown, I'm a strong shot of whiskey. You ain't gonna water me. This is tempting. Kinda tempted for this Falcon. Penny's on her way out, but Falcon's sort of he's in it to win it right now, man. Totally, I'm doing it. 110. We'll do it. We did it. You should try DC Dark Legion with me. Been having a great time with a fun and inexpensive game. I've been getting a crap ton of ads for that. DC Dark Legion. I have a lot more impressions in the DC universe, I think. And by a lot more, I mean 1. That's a lot more. I don't have a Marvel one. I feel like the iconic voice actors are all in Disney. Nope. DC. Apparently I'm still sleeping. I've been up for 2 hours. Okay. We bought things. Content. Okay. So, we bought things. We need to do some raids. Some little raidy-doos. Oh, hold up. Before we do raidy-doos. Yeah, we should be on Uncanny Avenger. Alright, we're going to do the refreshies here. And let's get Falcon. Let's get Falcon up. Yeah, Sam. Yes, Sam. 800. How is he only 860k? I guess that makes sense. My brain is all over the place. Yeah, we're taking that. Taking it. Bam. Get it, Sam. Get it, Sam. Yes, Queen. Work. I'm sorry. Hello there. Rolf Kieran in the motherfucking house. What's up, dude? How's it been? How you been? Tell me about it. Ex-Marvel Strike Forcer on the content creation side. He still plays it, but he doesn't stream it. Rolf Kieran's actually on this channel. Rolf Kieran not only is a VIP, but Rolf Kieran typically only shows up when I'm about to do something really stupid. It's sort of a thing. Oftentimes, if I'm doing anything that's helpful to a community, and I find myself in a situation where I'm going to jump off the cliff of idiocracy, Rolf Kieran actually typically appears then. So I was about to sim this node, so that means we're about to get stomped, even though I'm pretty confident we were supposed to win this. There it is. Okay, we're still rolling. Okay. Bam. We're okay. I'm gonna copy and paste what you put, Ro. Shout outs on Restream are quite a bit harder than not. Okay. Is there even anything to do over here? This is the spot. This is where we were.
I have one thing
Good
to say.
clip. Solid clip. Solid
too
10
raw
out of
for
10
you.
clip. Rolf
I
wins.
get it.
Rolf wins. Are we screwed yet? We're not screwed yet. Okay, we're gonna stay in difficulty 3. Oh, we are screwed.
Midnight_53 cheered X3. What's up, most frosty of Austies?
What is up, Midnight? Welcome in, brother. How we doing? Rolf gets it. Rolf does get it. Rolf does get it. Okay, well, I'm not refreshing in that raid. We'll wait till the reset. Yeah, dude. Yeah, we went 3-2 for Ultimate 32. Which your winning record's okay. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. And we're holding it. We hold in Plat 2 better than Plat 1. Or Plat 3. I don't know how that works. But every time I'm in Plat 3, I get knocked down to gold. But as soon as I was able to get Plat 2, I've just held it for weeks. You know, and that also could be the introduction of what was I saying? The ADD is strong with this one. What the hell was I saying? I think maybe that has something to do with me maxing out Odin. Well, I had Odin, right? I had Odin in Plat 1, but I got Big Boy Odin and Null pretty close to the same time. Because I was using Null quite a bit in Cosmic Crucible. Which I think I on the videos I post on my YouTube, you can see that. I use Null quite a bit on offense. It took a second to like kind of get him out. But he was really good for little cleanup attacks with Hive Mind. But throwing him with Hive Mind at anything that was legitimate was a horrible idea. 10 out of 10, don't recommend that. But I have been throwing him at people in war, and they decimate. Absolutely and utterly obliterate. Okay, how we doing on dailies? Okay, we're stuck on raids. We have the ISO campaign energy. Okay. Cool. Let me double check. Let's go through these energy goes real quick. Also realized, so one of these are about to end our Liberty team, and I realized that I never did the final act of this. So I did those. I actually did these last night. But let's do. We will spend our energy. Feel like we have training mat orbs hiding in the back somewhere. Pretty sure right there. Yeah, it's the money. That's the one we want. So what's everybody got going on, man? Any big trips planned? Any particular offers we're looking at buying? Any new games? Let's all go to the barbecue. Oh shit. Feeling better every day, bud. Get a stream here in a bit. Figure if I can't drive to work, I might as well stream for 46 hours a day. Oh, are you flooded in? Okay. Yeah, and then I have it, I don't remember. Yeah, I did this last night as well. Okay, but Liberty's going away. We still have Starjammers. Which is a good thing, I believe. Okay, we haven't played Starjammers. Which isn't the end of the world. We'll play that later. I don't have to do that on the stream because we'll just be autoing it. So we could probably just go to temporal cataclysm, temporal catastrophe. So I will futz with that later. Hopefully going down to meet up with Run 7 in a couple months to give him some of the pups my dog just had. What kind of pups? What kind of pups? Now my old ass suffered a seizure on 324 and I can't drive for 6. Jesus Christ, Rob. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. That sucks. When I first heard about the command center and read about the command center and was told about the command center, I thought it was going to be another version of the events tab, but what it is another version of the milestones tab. So I'm glad that I can't get everything in one spot. That's pretty cool. The mom is a Great Pyrenees and the dad is a Belgian Shepherd. Hold on. Google Great Pyrenees. Is that the one I think it is? It is. It's the big floof. It's the big floof, chat. This is important. More important. That's LED player. Do I have a second instance of LD player open? It's the Great Floof. What was the other one? Belgian Shepherd. So these are floofy big dogs. All the floof. Amazing. Amazing. This is a bendable straw stream. Okay. It'll be okay. I've started to make my peace with it and I'm adjusting to the hustle and flow. The axe range is doing okay. They have the best partners around. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. I'm glad you have that support system. That's amazing. Okay, so let us look at. Hold on, actually, let's go look at an arena real quick before we get all crazy. Okay, we actually held. Thank God. Every time I pay, I haven't played arena in a few days. I fought all the way down to the 50s. I was at 90 every day. I would go back to 96. So we have officially been in the 50s for more than a while. So. That's great. So if I push, I could be top 50. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, that's what I want. What I want. Okay, I'm sorry. My event section has been wicked fucked up for at least a week and a half. I assume everybody else's has been. Wait, Freedom Spire is still open? Maybe not. What about this Freedom Spire? That one's open for 24 days. This is bad. Very bad. Okay, hold on. Ugh. Okay, so temporal cataclysm is definitely this is just a fuckity situation, right? Is this how everybody else's is? I thought Freedom Spire was over. Used to be a joke that I collect cool and genuine individuals, not unlike a certain multiverse traveling gunslinger that I've named myself after. Fair. That is how fictional narratives need to go so that they're interesting. But yes. Wait, is it still live or not? I thought it wasn't. I just wanted to try again, maybe. If you just let me. Let me do it. I didn't get out of the prison I fucked up. Oh. Yes, I do have all the blank windows. Okay. Alright, fine. How hard is this? Enemy stats, too. What difficulty should I run, chat? 400% exclamation point? If it's Temporal Cataclysm, it's based off of Dark Dimension 1, right? Or am I starting at, like, hard enough to say don't even bother unless you want to play it just for the stream? I don't have anything else to play during the stream. Unless Freedom Spire is still alive. I need 12,795,000. Oh wait, you I guess you need all these. I was gonna say I turned that all the way. I turned it to max difficulty, and it's like, nah, bro. Nah, bro. How big is your Astral? Astral? I think they're all geared to your 19. Pretty sure. So level 100. I don't have many people above level 100. I just kind of have left most of them there. I got a couple level 101s. I'm gonna come back through and take off the health boosts, if there are any. Okay, how the hell do you get those? How do you get the freaking milestone point? Bullshit. Hold on, I must have misread that. You have to, so you have to go to get all the milestones. You have to do max with everything maxed out. Yeah, you do. What kind of bullshit is that? Are they all in diamonds? I fucking doubt it. So you have to max this to get all the milestones. I guess that's not that weird. That's a lot of milestones at the end too. Yeah, I think yeah, they're not all in diamonds. Shadow King's at 5 red. So how big do we think we can go? There are literally no fucking rewards. You're so favorite new difficulty 15. So does the milestone, so these milestone progress doesn't do anything? Cataclysmic completion? That sounds sexual. Cataclysmic completion. Yeah, so it benefits here. So you get these stupid you get these Lilandra things. If you're in the top 5%, which is like type 3000, you'll get a Diamond Thanos Endgame skin. I'm not worried about that. Holy crap. We'll take that. Shit. Shit. Do you need to do arena attacks? We'll do arena attacks quick to earn some crime crystals. Oh, most of this stuff is good. So if you're gonna play it to have something new on the screen, but want to be a little challenging, maybe even difficulty 14, difficulty 16 will have you questioning your life choices. I always question my life choices, Midnight. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm kind of a chaotic element. I'm interested to see what kind of damage I can do to this. We're just playing around at the moment. It's not just that you won't make it through for difficulty 16 or 14. I think we'll try 14 and feel it out. We'll try 14 all packs. And I'll make a pact with you that I'll try that. And we'll see what happens. Dude, the coffee's not hitting. I'm drinking coffee, but nothing seems to happen. Fuck Odin. Fuck Odin. We got... Get fucked Odin. Get fucked Odin. My Astral are all 3 diamond except for Shadow King with 1 diamond at level 105, purple 3. And I put the middle left piece of the new members and I still struggle with difficulty 16. Hot mother damn guy. Hot mother damn guy. Hold on. I was about to say, I think we get a turn before Odin. Oh, I thought he was gonna die. I made a mistake. Kill him, Odin. Yeah. Yeah. Easy money. Easy money. It's like I'm super tired, but also I have a lot of energy. Especially when I did it with every single packed on. Top 50. It's been a minute, top 50. Hello. I used to hold here for long periods of time. I was only 10 behind Zoboy Fresh for a very long period of time. But alas, poor York, new characters came out. You left 2. There he is. 4. I was in the 20s for a long time, and he was in the teens. There's our guy. There's our guy. Zoboy Fresh. Enjoy it till Xavier comes out. Yeah, I know. I am. I'm trying. Just keep running with Null. Keep running with Null, baby. Their attempt to defend themselves. Null. You see what I did there? Did you see? I did that. I did that. I'm gonna keep doing... No, I can't do the same thing. Gladiator's here, so I can't do what I did before. And I was so clever doing that on Odin. Well, their Odin won't basic first, so he's kind of a basic bitch. That actually was unintentional until I said it out loud and heard it myself. Hold on. Get him, A-Pluck. Put him out of his misery. Oh, that didn't go the way I wanted it to at all. Okay, Odin is dead. As is Gladiator. Really just worried about Thanos deleting us, but I think now we got it. We got it. Auto. Don't bring Null on offense. I'm wrecking shop. What are you talking about? I'm ripping them apart. Motherfucker, I just hopped down almost 20 spots and rake. Why not bring Null on offense? He doing it to him. Who should I have over Null? It can set off their Odin early. Well, their Odins keep dying early, bitch. Now that I know that what you're saying is correct. Probably correct. Yes. I'm assuming that depends on the team comp, hey? I'm just gonna keep climbing down with Null for now. What have you been using in Arena then? You can run Shadow King, I run Phoenix. I had that was the team comp I had with Shadow King. What rank am I? I'm at rank 41. And then when you get lower than this, yeah, it's all there's nulls in all of these. So do you have Null on defense? My defense obviously was working. I don't know if it'll work down here in the 40s. Yeah, this is my current defense. Three Annihilator, Shadow King, and Odin. So no APOC or Mephisto? What's your arena rank, Midnight? Are you like top 10? When they have no defense, when they have no on defense, null on defense, you'll be able to special first turn with Odin. It'll heal everybody up and start the process of him retaliating. I thought he only retaliated when he basicked. Did I just make that shit up? I swear he only retaliated when he basicked. Does he just need to take a turn? I thought it was just his basic, bro. For real. For real, no cap. On God. For those of you who may not have been here before, and you see my boyish appearance being hidden by facial hair, I am too old to say the things I just said. When he hits your own team because of null, that counts as assisting for whatever reason. Oh, I see. I see. I follow you. I follow you. Drink takes a man. Let's try what you said.
All that I had left.
And then joking. You're joking. See what I did there? I am a delight. What do you do like this? Is this your comp? Can I get to Doughboy fresh? Can I get to him? Is this the positioning you use? Gladiator keeps Apocalypse from being able to use his punch quickly. That's fair. So what am I hoping to... How am I hoping to get through Gladiator? Gore keeps Odin from assisting. Oh, Gore keeps Odin from assisting, so it negates their null. It makes null. No. Okay. Okay. I see. I see you. So Odin was special, then he won't start retiring. Retaliate. Got you. I'm gonna just try this then. And then on his second turn, he ultimates and still does not start retaliating. Interesting. Okay. Wait, their Mephisto empowered basic to my Gladiator? How did that happen? Judging by the very little information I have to go off right now, this seems like a fucking horrible idea. How did he do that? Did they... But why did he basic and not ult? It's fine, you think? Is it fine? Don't do that anymore. God damn it, I miss her. It's fine. It's all fine. It's all fine. So, okay, hold on. We'll circle moment. Yesterday, had a newer player that I helped get started back in November get me back into top 25 in arena. Nice. That's crazy. So tell me, how did their Mephisto not ult with his empowered? He empowered basic. Sorry, probably should have changed the comp because of Mephisto. I don't see many of them in the top 10. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Well, what are my top 10 looking like? Look at So Boy Fresh. What do we got? That's his defense. Try to pick one without Mephisto. Okay. We'll see if we can find one. I don't know if we'll find one. They look like they all have Mephisto. They do. They do all have Mephisto. This one doesn't. Let's do it. Okay. That's what he last used. Oh, I always thought it was their defense. That's important to know. Okay. Boom. I hit go, so it means this will work. Trust you. I trust you. 2 times in a row, I'm trusting you. All right. So we are pretty much just needing to push until we can get through their Guardian. Okay. I'm gonna try to focus down their Odin. So I want a special. So I want to do basic. Socks. Socks? The hell does that mean? Stock. Not special somewhere. Nice. Looks like we almost got APOC for a second there. Okay, so he's gonna do that. Odin should be yes. He's mowing. He's mowing. All right. This is a stun. So let's see. Is it primary to adjacent targets though? Aim to 5 adjacent enemies. I'm gonna see if we can get the stun on Gore. Try to ability block 3 of them because Apocalypse Retaliate stop it. Don't really have any ability of block tactics currently. That's just Gore, isn't it? Oh, we're blind. So what was I supposed to do with the ability blocks? This doesn't matter. If I... What am I using for ability block? It's just Gore, isn't it? Because APOC special does ability block. I don't have a APOC. I have those 3, Shadow King. And Shadow King does it. He ability blocks with his ult, I think. Gore ability blocks with his special. And then Odin does an ability block. So it's just Gore, right? That one has Mephisto though. Oh, I can't do that. That's not an option. I mean, I could build Phoenix. It seems like now I've just really been needing her all the time. I was making sure. Shadow King special is supposed to ability block primary and adjacent. Okay. Oh, because I've been just really building towards. Ooh, hey, Scarlet Witch, level 3. Level 3. That's all past, right? Our campaigns for the Undying. Pretty sure it is. Yeah, we're gone. We're gone. Okay, we'll try. Let's. We're gonna run this again, and we'll hold on. Shadow King special supposed ability block primary adjacent target, and we're trying to. Okay. Try it again. They may just have you out leveled. Maybe. Far from you. 6 feet apart. Shadow King's fucking dead already. Apart from you. And then he's gonna special. Oh, you sent me a link to Bendy's Twitch. It just opened Bendy's Twitch, which I already had open, so it just pulled the screen forward. Well, maybe I'm not fortunate enough for it to work. I'm the exception. We're hitting pretty hard. We might be able to take out APOC and Null. There they go. We're not out of this one. Not yet. It'll be Odin v Odin here in a second, and that might be a problem. We might have this. Got defense down on Odin. We got a shot, maybe. Nah, we lost. Don't work for all applications. And yeah, that could also just be my Odin. I want to say he's at 101. 100. But I've been trying to build up some raid characters, so it's whatever. I don't need to. Top 50 is great if I can stay in top 50. Alright, so we got some of these. you win on who, what, why, or where, or when. In the dark, you'll be fine. You're an up and coming a real estate shark. Minor real estate fraud. President doesn't have to. Nope, same link. Dude, when I clicked it, it literally pulled up. It's not, oh, it's downloading. That's why. Alright, buds, I'll catch you on stream in a bit. Got a shout before I hop on. Can't smell me, but I can smell me, and that's not okay. Hey, have a good time, man. Have a good time, brother. A global pandemic. Holy shit. Job and some stable income. I'm opening the thing that Midnight sent. Oh, how come?
Wrigley Field here in Chicago, Illinois holds up roughly 40,000 people. Season tickets there cost an average of $12,000. And you multiply that together, the richest man in the world could buy every single seat for every single
Working.
318 seasons long. That's doubly as long as baseball has even existed. It's a lot of generations of disappointed Cubs fans. Kelly, you're not the bad guy. I know this, but the same
Oh, it's not letting me show the video.
gives you happiness.
Weird.
Maybe sometimes it takes us saying what we did for us all to heal, for us all to heal and move on from this. This song started out in jest.
I'm confused.
Light 'em up came from those
I don't know what's going on. I can't show it. That's what I'm learning. So we'll just watch it real quick.
I've done wrong. So I thought I'd write 'em down in a song.
Not letting me show it.
I took advantage of friends, didn't try hard enough for amends, said some words that would make me ashamed, played the victim, now I'm the one to blame, left my family behind, didn't understand the value of time, it'll take years to come clean, but it's a start. You know what I mean.
Oh, because you have Phoenix. Okay. I'm watching a thing. This. Okay. I'm seeing. I just don't have a. To yours, it seems like Phoenix is quite the integral part. Yeah. Okay. Got you. I follow. Okay. Let's jump into Temporal Cataclysm. We did things. So Temporal Cataclysm, and then we'll go difficulty 14, and then if there's just any health, take these off. Experimental Serum 2, but we don't have Experimental Serum 1. We got 3. Alright. We'll hop into this. At 10 million points. Okay, we can get to milestone 10. Whatever. Hop into this bitch. Up in this bitch. Alright, let's do it. Start. Requires gear tier 18. Okay. Hold on. So, do I need to prep somebody here? What do we got? What's in the future? Gear tier 18, gear tier 18, gear tier 18. Gear tier 19, gear tier 19 non-mythic, non-mythic, non-mythic. Gear tier 19. Where the hell are we going? Why were you asking about Astral? Is it required in like 15 gear tier 15? Gear tier 19 non-mythic. Astral does the best. Just do this whole thing. Ronak. Wait, hold on. Ron, aka Kansas Gra? I don't know. Hello, welcome in. Astral, Old Man Logan, and Mephisto are all I used. There were some nodes where you switched in one of those for Moondragon. Astral, Old Man Logan. What the hell are you talking about? Astral? Is that one team? So you did like... Bam. So you did like this? Astral, Old Man Logan. Or so... This? Say my name again, please. Yeah, it wasn't super great. Ronak, Kansas Gra. Ronak. Help me out. Give me that pronunciation guide. Ronak. I don't know. Start with Astro and Mephisto. Start with his basic pack. Got you. Okay, so we'll do we'll just do Astral. But I've just moved them around. Yes, I could have. And then we'll swap out Moondragon. Okay. Hey man, sometimes I need Desir's video as bookmarks. Is this gonna be that difficult that I need to watch a Desir video right now? If you get stuck on it, okay. Well, we'll just play it right now and see what happens. We'll see. Okay. If it's that big of a deal, I'll just start a new run. I have over an hour until we need to start Frosty Features. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Alright. I always forget what she does. Attack primary, target, flip up button, negative apply ability block. Also, when you get a chance, make them all Raider except for Mephisto and Shadow King Striker. Okay, so this is yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. The winds of Watum. Actually pretty surprised at how long they're holding on here. Was Killmonger. Probably put that on leader. Sounds like a fancy fart. The winds of Watum, sure. I just spit up all over myself. I'm an adult. It does sound like a fancy fart now that you've said it. I never noticed. Oh, there goes leader. Get out of here. Get out of here, guy.
There has been no time in recent memory that there have been so many changes so fast.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Who is Ares, really? In case we felt like having cooldowns, I just put it on auto basic. He hasn't been doing much damage, so here we are. He's definitely taking a lot of damage, that's for sure. Okay. Okay. We might not be able to auto basic him to death. Actually, we probably will be able to. His safeguard is problematic. I think we'll have it after this round. Auto basicing is not a thing. It's why you have so many raiders, because HO1 gives you energy back. Okay, we can change that now. Of course. Of course. I was trying to see. I had a notification. Okay. Actually, going down to my top tunes, they all have things that sound like fancy farts. Labor of Strength, Cardiac Assault, The Emperor's Fury, Revenge of the Damned, Bending Light, Phoenix Force, Step of the Wind. Good. Good. Okay, so we're going to make the adjustments that Midnight has suggested. So we want all of these guys Raider, except for Shadow King. Shadow King wants to be Striker. And these guys all want to be Raiders. Do we have Raider? We do not. I'm going to leave him at blue 3 for now, because I don't want to use all my stuff. I finally have a plethora of it, but I don't have enough that I just want to just dump it on everybody. Oh, but I'm going to leave her off for now. That's already a Raider. And we'll go to Raider. We had Raider here. Same here. We'll go to blue 3. Great. And then Mephisto and Shadow King will be strikers. I can go to 4. You want me to go to 4? I'm trying to save my investments, especially since there's no rewards here. Think I should go all the way to 5? What is this, the toddler version? I have a limited amount of resources, sir. I have a limited amount of resources, and I'm trying to make it work over here. I have 7. I guess I do have 70 point whatever mil. Fine. There. It's 5. Are you happy? Are you happy now? Blue 5 limited. Are you even playing? Midnight. Really? Really, guy? Really, dude? Fine. Fine. I'm just trying to play a little conservative because I run out of shit all the time. All the time, Midnight. But whatever. Here we are. They're all blue 5. I'm not going to purple. I prefer purple. Yeah, of course you would. I didn't even have to read it. I didn't even have to read it, and I knew you would say that shit. Okay. Striker, striker, raider, 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 raider. You're welcome. My Spotify thing sucks now. It used to be able to just follow it as I listen to it. Now it's like I have to like continuously open the thing. I don't have an exclamation point drops link. I probably should add one. I do have drops enabled though. But if you need it, you can click on at the top the you're looking at Twitch. You click on the little notifications button. And if you click on that little notifications button, it will show you how far you are in the campaign. Drop these. Oh god. Oh lord. I'm just saving my ults right now. I'm gonna treat this more like a Dark Dimension and attack the healers. Remember when Night Nurse was good? Wild times. Wild times. Actually, I don't know if she was good. She was good for where I was in the game. I don't know if she was ever good. I assume she was. Use the specials, all of them. Lol. There's a blade and an oath. We'll focus blade for now. Okay, blade is ability blocks. We will go for oath for a bit. We got the blind down. That's not bad. I'm assuming we're gonna get a drop. No drop. I'm very surprised we did not get a drop after killing whoever was left a second ago. Okay, Blade just did his basic. He just missed her ult. Alright, we'll see if we can just go ahead and kill Oath. We don't flip effects, do we? We do. Get rid of those immunities. There we go. Nice. Nice. I guess we get to kill Blade all the way before anybody else drops. Oh, I was very surprised I didn't kill him immediately. Okay. We got some minions. Some other shit. Those are the vampire men. Oh, there's more of them. We're gonna use some ult. I probably should have put that on one of the minions because they got these freaking immunities and speed ups. Probably actually would have done something. Boy, they're taking a hell of a beating. Surprisingly enough. Oh, the ability block. All of the ability block. We're popping it. We're popping it. Dang. They're taking them damage like a freaking champ, man. I wasn't ready for that. They took all of that damage like a champ. We got one option there. Damn, kids. What the hell? These guys are really, hold on here, really sticking it out. They don't seem to be doing any significant damage, but we've been kind of controlling them speed-wise. They haven't really had the chance. I think, I don't know the minions kits, but I think Oath is the only one that gives them health. Doctor Strange just died, so that sucks. We're gonna have to hit that again. When I said they weren't doing very anything, came over. Debating. Trying to think of what I really don't know what to be doing different here. It's just they're just taking a shit ton of damage. Oh, I see the benefit of using Astral here. I do. I mean, there's no drops. There's no drops until... Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, we're gonna stun White Tiger. That was not the greatest. Oh, well, no, we won't. We'll go ahead and kill her instead. That's fine. We didn't use it anyway before. Use this now. Beautiful. We're gonna focus down Oath because I hate her face and she heals. I was kind of hoping that I killed her. This will. There we go. I'll focus on Blade. I think we'll stick on basics until he gets his ability block off. May want to drop a difficulty. That wasn't what I even considered a hard node. We'll keep running it for a second. Because my guys they're right at the recommended level, you know. So I think everybody's at Gear 219. I don't know. I don't remember. Probably should have looked to see if Doctor Strange was. Okay, so now we have all our ults and stuff. So we're gonna special here. So that didn't work. So we didn't flip anything. We're supposed to flip positive effects into negative effects, and it just didn't happen. Yeah, so we're stuck on our taunts currently. Is the main problem right now. And then if we go here, we can put more ability blocks, and we're supposed to flip positive and a negative effect. There we go. We did it that time. That time we killed one of the taunt dudes. Use the winds. Special. We like Agent 1 special. Got it killed. We got rid of another one of the minions. We'll ult. The only things that work reliably are abilities that have like 500% extra focus or more. Okay. They have that much resistance. Is that from a pact then? Goodness gracious, they take a lot of damage. That's crazy. Crazy talk. No, that's from the difficulty? Really? They get a certain percent of stat. Yeah, I saw that when you push the difficulty up. Still surprised. For Gear Tier 18, Gear Tier 18 right now is the recommendation, and all these guys are Gear Tier 19, except for maybe Doctor Strange. So it is surprising. It's surprising to me. It's as difficult as it currently is. It only goes down about 20% per difficulty. Gotcha. Yeah, this go-around was much easier. I think I got some bad RNG on that last one. I also think that mind controlling them seems to be a pretty useful tactic since their stats are so high. Why the boosted abilities are the only ones that really work. I should have probably ulted. God dang, I got cocky there for a second. Really need Shadow King special. There we go. Oh, let's take him out. Let's just take. He's weak. Let's go for. Let's go for the jugular. Before they heal themselves all the way back up again. Okay. There we go. And we'll keep him ability blocked and try to save our cooldowns. As best we can, that is. As best we can, that is. Probably we could have ulted. Just fine. Shadow Knight special becomes the primary one. Yeah, that really does seems to be the real trick of this. Using Astral is using Shadow Knight special, Shadow King special. Oh, I always want to call him Shadow Knight. Even when I'm searching for him, sometimes I type that shit out. Still ability blocked. We don't prolong any we don't prolong anything, do we? That would be the thing right now. Yeah, I think we're just gonna stick with basic for now. Now that's not the big move, but I thought we had one that was prolonging the duration. That crazy? Need Adam Warlock in this bitch. It's because it gets 500% focus. That's good. Does the game not want to give me the victory? It's like, you know what? You didn't deserve that. There we go. I was like, Jesus. Took long enough. Oh, we should have decent cooldowns at least coming into the next one. Are they all like this? Is it that likely that I need to freaking... Hi, what's up, John Jay? How's it going? Oh, we only have Miss Marvel Hardlight as far as taunters go here. But this looks like a dodgy room. They all just could be like, squish out, squish out, squish out. And I'm gonna be like, stop it. This is going very slowly. Very slowly. Very slowly indeed, Georgie. Alright, so I'm gonna focus Robbie Reyes, I would think. Flip your shit. We want to control Miss Marvel, highlight, focus Robbie Reyes. That's the goal right now. I assume these guys are gonna do much. Yeah. Okay. That's why we wanted, we want you to die. Is because of that taunt. Okay. Great. And he is the better place to use that. Okay. Whoa, that Black Cat ripped that. I personally use Old Man Logan over Mephisto, Astral, Old Man Logan for most nodes. I can see that being pretty beneficial because Mephisto is slow as shit. Curious if we can control her at all. Oh, it worked. We landed it. See if we can use Ravi to kill Black Cat. He did some decent damage. John Jay with the follow. No, you weren't following. Aren't you in here like every week? I'm making that up. I'm making that up. Thank you. Appreciate you. Hold on. Yeah, we'll be fine. Winds of what tomb? There goes Black Cat. Are we getting a drop? So we have Spider Society hiding behind this. Okay, and it's just gonna be us versus specifically that Spider Society. All the assists, all the assists. I'm watching on Chrome. Still need a Shadow. It's really just I just need Shadow King special. If we get lucky. We got lucky! 5 vulnerables did it. Okay. Follow on Twitch app. Oh, got you. Let's go with, we're gonna go with the Shadow King special here. Even though Pav is freaking scary. I got a feeling that Pav's gonna wreck my day. Probably should have specialed over there. But the focus right now, I believe, would be Peter B. Ooh, how bad are we doing? I can't tell. Stop moving. Oh, it's not. That wasn't the end all be. I thought Pav was gonna do a little bit more damage than he did. Like this Pav will though. We lost Green Goblin Classic. Okay, Shadow King's not looking great, but okay, we're gonna focus on Peter B. Mephisto also stops your team from bringing fuel back. That makes sense. But Doctor Strange is doing nothing. Just standing over there, being a piece of shit. I may restart this with Old Man Logan then. Just this node. That we're unless we get lucky, we're gonna need to do that soon. We're gonna. If we lose Shadow King, we need to back out. Astral has immunity, so he doesn't put slow and get the bonus damage. He's just critting. But who? Doctor Strange? Trying to keep Peter B from healing. I should have put that on Noir though. That was dumb. Noir's dead. You can at least heal. I was worried it didn't do much, but we swelled a little bit. Strange. Yeah, the thing is, I think my Strange is my weakest character though. So even if he's critting, I don't think he's doing a lot. We're trying. We're trying. Okay. Critting means energy generate for Astral. Well, it's working. So that's fine. Because our cooldowns have been really easy, so that must be it then. Between Updog and Desir video guide, I finished difficulty 13, all nodes but health, finished both my accounts. Nice. This is my first run. This is the difficulty 14. And that Pop didn't do anything to him either. I feel like this would still go faster with Old Man Logan. Because the big thing right now is it seems like every 2 cycles of my whole team, I get 1 Mephisto turn. And Old Man Logan, especially with all the bleeds out, Old Man Logan is just way fast. Here. Oh, are they not adjacent to Peter B? What the fuck? That's some shit. So let's get that here. Got the taunt right by Shadow King, just where we want it.
My name's Aaron. Hi. This is called I just started drinking again and haven't left the apartment. Goodbye, living room. I'm floating up. Safe to assume that it's insomnia. Jet fuel and rocks. I hope it's safe. And these on
We'll get some health.
drugs.
Oh, dude, I thought Emma died after I healed, and I was like, oh, what the hell was that? Really want to see if we can get rid of that freaking Peter B. There we go. I was about to say, animation, please. Animation, please. God. Okay. I think if we can work our way through Penny, we should be okay. Get him, Pav. Or get her and it. 2 people. A little girl in a suit. She just healed herself. She just healed her whole ass self. Come on. Fine. Now Pav's starting to do the freaking stuff I was worried about. Fine, we'll kill Pav then. We need somebody to die. The other 50% at a time. Kill him before he heals. Flip that shit. Flip that shit. I knew that was a very low chance of that happening, but we needed to try. There we go. All right. Now we can focus our efforts. We will use specials and wit until okay, we are okay, hold on. We don't have anybody else to attack it, but her. That's a lady. Lady in a suit. This'll do it. Debating on healing for it before we finish this. Okay. Beautiful. I'm gonna re-up my coffee and run to the restroom. We'll do the be right back screen. I'm gonna run an ad. So I'll be right back. Aim big. Aim big. Hope that wasn't too long. I'm gonna try. I just wanna try Old Man Logan. I just wanna try him. I just think he's gonna move a little faster. That's all. I have no idea if I ran an ad or not. It said it could, and then I tried, and I don't know. I don't know if it did it. But anyway. I just want to try this with Old Man Logan. I just think it'll go faster, and I would love to get to the end of this if possible by the time I do Frost Features. That would be good. That'll be awesome. Oh, hey! Okay. My activity feed's now showing who's using their points. That's awesome. Apparently it's always midnight. Nobody else. What? I just got a little some chili from my coffee, man. I don't know what I'm doing. Infinity Watch. Hey. We're not going to be able to flip anything because of the safeguard, but you got the ability blocks on the 3 that matter the most. Got our revive. Yeah, I don't think this team is going to work. This is the first difficult. So this is the one I shouldn't have swapped from friggin' Old Man Logan. Got it. Good stuff. Is it because of MILF? I saw who's hiding behind. The next wave is gonna wipe you. Thank you for the confidence. Thank you very much for the vote of confidence. I'd like to know that chat believes in me. Just be ready. I'm always ready to lose, man. 2 MILFs, 2 bad strangers, and 2 Agathas. That's what these claws are for. I'm assuming all of Infinity Watch needs to go away before they show up. I didn't see a revive on you, Nebula. What the hell was that?
What kind of horse shit was that? You're supposed to be dead.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Not that it really matters. She really just assists. Doctor Strange is dead. They have like 1 million resist to everything you do. Ugh. I have had one of the mills. I've had one of the mills solo my entire team. Good. Love to hear that. Hold on, I'm still running it with this. Still running it with this. That's the glory. That's my glory days. They're really not, though. My glory days are my 20s. We're still trying to figure out the 30s. But not gonna go away. Stream elements, stop it. Properties. Oh, wait. What? Trigger fire? I just refreshed. Okay, there it goes. It's like it's not going away. You got into a loop with triple safeguard to immunity. No, it's supposed to. Yeah. See this Cobra. That's my credo. No regret. No regrets. Not even one letter. a while that didn't kill that Gamora there. Are you sus Mephisto, Old Man Logan, Thanos Endgame, and APOC for the first run? Storm, APOC, Mephisto, Phoenix, and Odin for the second run. Gotcha. This is my first run. And I'm using a team comp that that Midnight suggested. So if I lose, that's our guy. I unplugged my camera. Oh, good. I unplugged my camera and my mic started working. Good. Good thing. Hold on. I don't know what happened. Hold on. Hold on. Let's invisible it to deactivate, reactivate, and we're back. And we're back. But anyway, I know your logic is sound, Midnight. My roster cannot handle your logic, is the problem. Trying to prep for the MILF and keep Old Man Logan's ult. If we can kill this, we can kind of auto basic from here. Maybe we'll be okay. Everybody seems pretty sure I'm gonna die, so just us and Phyla-Vell. Damn, she really fucked up Old Man Logan. Yeah, this one might be for the Mythic Dunes plus Endgame Thanos. Okay. All but health, yeah. So Astral getting their bonus. Yes, I have everything but health. Probably should have ulted with Wong. Oh, wow. We didn't even pull a death proof from that. Wow. One more. There we go. Okay, so here's the problem. Here's the problem part. Okay. So stun a MILF. It feels like the move. Here's the pain. Okay, we're gonna stun a MILF if we can. We weren't able. We got some bleeds down. I reduce the speed bar. We slowed her down a little, I think. Maybe I just made that up. I was like, fuck y'all stun. Yeah, no, she is. Yeah. We expected this. Put barrier on. I mean, that sounds pretty good. We got rid of stun on everybody but the person I was targeting, so that's good. We did some pretty legitimate damage to that MILF. Come on. Especially the left side. We got rid of a MILF. We need to be able to stop that one. Ugh! Dang. Okay. All right. Come on. Now we do, yeah. Okay. This one. Okay, so we're gonna hop in with an endgame Thanos, right? I must have missed him. You can't let Strange take a turn without ability block. So we try this. He starts laying down those ultimates. Somebody's gonna die. Probably multiple someone's. Okay. Oh. Gonna hop in with this. Just cause. Yeah, this is what Desir used. Okay. I may have used this on the completely maxed out run. Okay. Definitely dealing a hell of a lot more damage. Then again, my Astral 7.1 million. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna start conserving cooldowns after that. Might not have enough time to get any cooldowns back. Nah, that's probably not true. That Moondragon's probably gonna heal herself. Yeah, right there. We get a little bit of time. Okay, we'll have Suss's ult back. We'll have everything but Apoc's ult. There we go. Right, she's still alive. Okay, so try for ability block. Put down 3 vulnerables. Not mad about that. Start blasting, yeah. Anyway, I started blasting. Ability block. No. We tried. Loud Nevi 2025, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate you. We're about to get another one of those in the face. We almost... If we could kill this Doctor Strange before he goes. There's no way. No shot on in hell. No way in hell we're gonna get that lucky. He's going next. And by next, I mean... Who died? Who died? Sus died. Yeah. Ugh. Beautiful. Just the way God intended. Getting effed in the B. It's getting effed in the B. Good news, we got to milestone 2. I think we can... You have to save all the ults. Okay, we'll do it one more time with the same team, and then if that doesn't work out, we'll swap to Frosty Features. I had all the ults except Apox. I'm pretty sure. I definitely had Sus. I never used old Odin's. Mephistos I had. The thing is, I'm not getting their turns. Because out of this group, Sus is the only one that's even kind of quick. What it's like. I like it. But we'll go through Infinity Watch without using any ults. Akira. I should have basicked. Whoop. Oh, doesn't matter. Not that that really mattered the way I just did that, but that's fine. I'm going for Viola now because she seems to be doing more damage than the Moondragon. Not that this matters. This should be the easy part. No death proof.
Another day is lost, left to suffer all night long, then waking up to someone gone. Maybe one day they'll stay till dawn. Without a sound, they always up and leave.
Okay, now we have everybody's ult.
I think the problem is probably just me. After all this only
So should I put it on a MILF and just ult until I die?
another blink, then you and I will have passed by. Maybe one day I'll
Try to see if this got rid of barrier. It gives us barrier. I don't hate that. Put it on this MILF and just ult. Or not. Try to see if we can just... Could we possibly... We were blinded. God damn. Put on a Strange. Yeah, Strange is the one that's like freaking killing me in 2 seconds. Get out of here, bitch. No. No luck. No luck. No luck. There we go. Really? There he goes. Okay, we got rid of a Strange. Put it on the other Strange. We're gonna lose Sus, it looks like. Fairly certain. Fairly certain. We don't have... I wish I could see who he targets. But we didn't have much for positive effects. We lost Sus. I don't know how big of a deal that actually is. How the hell is Odin... I was about to say. Well, now I guess he doesn't matter. Now we need to work on the mills. He doesn't exactly matter anymore. Doubtful. Love a Mephisto turn. That'd be pretty sick. Yeah, I probably need to back out, eh? Mephisto is so freaking slow. I'm assuming I'm gonna need this team later. How do they keep stunning my fucking Odin? Can he get stunned? I guess obviously he can. Is he the only Dark Dimension character past 1? Back all the way out? Like do a new run? Yeah. Okay, well we're gonna swap the Frosty features. Try a lower difficulty. I'll just knock it down to 13. But we're gonna move to Frosty features. So we're gonna go to... I'm getting it set up. Crap. The screen of that just blinded my ass. I feel like we're in a weird way. Alright. Okay, now I got dark. Alright, we're gonna play an ad before we get going so that we can actually get all the way through it. We have learned that and I'm assuming the ads are playing. I don't actually know, so I'm gonna hit a 60-second ad here. Or, I don't know how that works. We'll do 60 seconds, I guess? See if it actually works. I don't know if it does it. I don't know if it's actually... if we're in an ad or not, but... I'm trying. The other thing, actually, hold on. I've been meaning to actually have a stream manager to my side when I'm doing this so that I can actually, like, raid out and stuff. So I'm curious if I can just go ahead and... we're too loud. Okay. I'm at 290 with a max run. What are you saying? What is that? What is that? Okay, hold on. Which, okay, that is me. So, click live. Stream manager. To see. Skip tutorial. I don't want that nonsense. And then, oop, we're hitting a button. Activity feed. This is what I want. Okay, so now I have a thing. I thought I could run an ad from here. Auto mod, mod actions, predictions, reward requests. That's wild. I thought I could run an ad here. So I wanted to just get ahead of it. This is still very helpful. 289 people were more efficient than me with all the packs on. Jeez, that's crazy. Wasn't working very well for me. I'm too weak. See? This is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm too weak. Okay, so I can't just run an ad from the stream manager. I thought I could. Try to run an ad so it doesn't do it in the middle of the feature. That's wild. I really thought you could do that. Because on my OBS it says I can play an ad. Pre-rolls are enabled. To run an ad, disable pre-rolls. Oh, okay. I see. I need to disable pre-rolls, whatever that means. Okay, so that's not something we can do then. Okay, we're not going to be able to run an ad. But we'll keep this up. I'm going to close everything else. Go to Notability. Okay. Great. I just wanted this on another tab. I don't want to watch myself. That's weird. Okay. I'm gonna switch my music over. Okay. All right. Do this shit. I don't think this one's gonna take that long. My coffee's behind my notes. What am I gonna do? Did I have it on or off? Weird song for Howard the Duck. Oh, either. A little bit better. Yes. Okay. What is up, guys? Frosty Aussie here today for another Frosty Features. Today, we have our second character for the Starjammers team. The one, the only, the long-awaited, one of the break glass characters I have been harping on that we had left. Howard the Duck. So if you haven't been here before, what this is a comic book background on the tunes that you use in Marvel Strike Force. And I am your guide through the pages of drawn lore. So with that, let's get going. Clicked on the wrong screen. According to Scopely, what this is the character description that we are given in the Marvel Strike Force blog post from their website. I'm going to read this and then I will rate it at the end of the feature. Who is Howard the Duck? Due to a cosmic mishap, don't you hate it when that happens? Howard the Duck was pulled from his home planet of Duckworld and stranded on Earth. With no way back, he carved out a new life as a hard-nosed private detective, solving bizarre cases in a world that never quite makes sense. Though he lacks superpowers, Howard relies on razor-sharp sarcasm, street smarts, fancy jetpack, and a big old gun to outwit criminals, aliens, and the occasional caped lunatic. So with that, we will rate that at the end of the feature. This is the one, the only Howard the Duck. So this is Howard the, a lot of time in Frosty Features we stick into the lore. We're going to talk a little bit about publication history. So this is the famous redesign of Howard the Duck. Specifically the Disney requested ones. So we'll talk about that a little bit further on, but so this is more or less the one we see in the game. This is very similar to what he looks like in the comics. This is what we see in the MCU, okay? So for context, if you haven't seen a Frosty feature before, typically we stick in Marvel 616 canon, so that's what I'll be referencing mostly in this. But with that, Howard the Duck is actually from another reality, and that's very important to note. So name Howard Duckson. First appearance is Fear number 19 in 1973. He appears alongside, first appearance is alongside Korek the Barbarian in a story that circles around Man-Thing fighting Throg, which we covered in detail in Frosty Features Man-Thing, so check it out. Or, well, hold on. We covered his battles with Throg in detail in that one, not specifically this specific battle, I don't believe. Powers / abilities. Super reflexes. Some mystic powers. So, Howard the Duck is a satirical character. He was made and very much followed. He is a character that is taken out of a weird situation, placed into a different weird situation, and so he is essentially there to serve as social commentary, commenting on all the weird differences that humans do between what is how it was in Duck World, okay? With that, he finds himself doing different jobs, doing very, very similar to cartoon counterparts like a Donald Duck or a Daffy Duck or what have you. So we see essentially with Howard the Duck, we get different episodes. So a lot of your comic book arcs and things like that don't really apply to Howard. In the majority of, so now in modern times, since he's kind of had a recouping of a following, there's a little bit more as far as actual storylines that you can like read one comic to the other, but for the most part, each comic for him was a different little episode, if that makes sense. They're self-contained. So in these, he does different things. So there's things like fighting vampires or becoming a plumber or what have you. So at first he wasn't a private detective, or a private eye, whatever. He becomes that over time, and he starts to develop a character, but then one writer leaves, another writer is brought in, the old writer comes back, one writer does a last thing, one writer dies, then other people come in, and ultimately we get very small glimpses at Howard as a character, and a lot of the things that happen are unexplained because they're self-contained things, right? Typically what we talk about most of the time on Frosty Features is these self-contained, or not these, excuse me, are these comic book arcs, not the self-contained stories. So with that, in these self-contained stories, some of them we do see, it is referenced multiple times. Howard is just a duck. He is a duck. Instead of wings, he has hands, so he can't fly. Besides, Marvel Strike Force has granted him a jetpack, and he has a jetpack when he works with, I believe, the Guardians of the Galaxy. But ultimately, he pops in and out of stories. He randomly will assist different teams. He goes by different names, and he'll randomly get different powers. Some of these powers have been re-referenced in his various one-shot stories, which kind of insinuate he does have powers. So, with that, it seems that Howard the Duck has some form of super reflexes. He is extremely fast and can move, depending on which story you're reading, he can move faster than the eye can see, right? So that is superhuman to some extent. There is a comic book arc from more recent times where Howard the Duck becomes a Sorcerer Supreme. So he learns to use mystic powers. He also has the ability to break down mental barriers, so he has some resilience to having him being mind controlled, which also insinuates some mystic powers. These two things do not always come out, okay? So ultimately, being as strong as a duck, being a slightly anthropomorphic duck, he is very similar power level to a human, but faster. Aliases, many aliases. When you have a satirical character that has many one-offs, these one-offs create Howard portraying himself as some sort of superhero. Him, Sorcerer Supreme or whatever. And ultimately he steps into a lot of different roles as cartoon characters do, right? Donald Duck, Daffy Duck, they all have their own Duck Dodgers, right? They have their own thing depending on the story that's being told. It could be Howard the Duck Vampire Hunter, right? He has a lot of, surprisingly, so he has his own rogues gallery, as most Marvel heroes do, but surprisingly, he runs into some actual powerhouses in the Marvel Universe, like Dracula, right? So we could have Howard the Vampire Hunter, or, the Vampire Doctor or something. So anyway, ultimately, there's a crap ton of aliases that are associated with Howard the Duck, and he could randomly introduce himself as something else, given any different comic you may read. So many affiliations. I picked the ones that were not funny. I thought it was funny that they're not funny. So very specifically, Defenders, Spider Society, and the Fearsome Four are all things he has been a part of. Being a one-off character, a character that doesn't have about as much story arcs and things like that, another thing that comes off with him is that he serves as cameos all the time. He's a cameo to She-Hulk very often, Spider-Man very often. So ultimately, he randomly will pop up and join these kind of heavy-hitting teams. So these are three notable ones, but also very similar to his aliases. He has an awful lot of affiliations because of his tendency to pop up. Background, he is a Duck Worldian, which is Earth. So as I said before, Frosty Features is centered in Earth 616. This is the main Marvel continuity in the comics, and the MCU does not count as the 616. From a comic book reader, it is 1599999. That's the MCU. So 616 being main comic book continuity. So Howard the Duck is taken from his world on Earth 47920, which was later retconned to Earth 791021. I looked at my notes for that. But ultimately those two Earth designations are the same. They were retconned, and he's the type of character that'll make comments about it. So he very much falls into the same vein of She-Hulk and Deadpool, where he'll make comments to the audience, right? So this retcon would be immediately brought up by Howard. So anyway, he's Duck Worldian from Earth 47920. He is pulled into Earth 616 by the battle between Throg and Man-Thing. Who died? He did. So you can't be a superhero, supervillain in the Marvel universe without somebody dying. It's almost the rule, right? So for the character to become that character, somebody has to die. In Howard the Duck's case, he dies. So when he is brought into Earth 616 by Man-Thing, the writer at the time, Steve Gerber, thought it would be really funny to have a sarcastic humanoid duck making comments that looked almost identical to Donald Duck, by the way. He thought it would be really funny, and so he appears in Fear number 3, and then in the following issue, so he appears in the Florida Everglades along with Korik the Barbarian, and in the following issue, whilst in the same battle aiding Man-Thing, he falls off the steps of Oblivion, and he is presumed dead. It was because, hey, I made this annoying character that's really funny, now he's gone, thank God, right? That was the idea. And then after Steve Gerber killed him off, there's a lot of, you can look into, Steve Gerber had a lot of things about the rights to Howard the Duck, and so it became a whole thing, but he did kill him off originally, and then it on a writing campaign, a lot of fans of the comic wanted Howard back, so he ends up and falling off the steps of Oblivion. Instead of dying, he ends up landing in Cleveland, Ohio, instead of dying. But he actually, factually, in the context of the publications, he died so that he could live. So Steve Gerber ends up writing his story starting in Cleveland, Ohio, and then he starts to really like the character, and then you get into some litigation and things like that, copyright and all sorts of stuff. So ultimately, that's what I was talking about earlier. Marvel, Steve Gerber left, and then Marvel wanted him back, etc. So these are just things to consider when it comes to how Howard the Duck did. But for him to become who he was, he had to die first. There it is. Fun fact, he can't swim. Like most ducks, Howard the duck, for some reason, does not have the ability to swim. He doesn't. And it's not common in his duck worldian situation. I thought that was super funny, so I wanted to point it out. So as a duck, you just could assume, but he does not swim. Drake meets male duck. This is very important. I didn't know that. So first off, if you're the hip hop artist or rapper, whatever you want to call him, Drake fan, grow up. But I didn't realize that Drake means male duck. So first off, the rapper is male duck. That's what he means. And then also, in a lot of the jokes in Howard the Duck, they refer to him as a Drake. And I never understood what that was. And then I decided to look it up when I was researching this. And so just in case it wasn't common knowledge, maybe I'm the only one. If you walk away with knowledge from this that isn't from a comic book, from me to you, Drake means male duck, okay? There's a lot of jokes. And when I talk about notable events, we'll talk about the missing Drake. That's what that means, is male duck. So that's the fun fact I wanted to throw in for that, because it's actually pretty important, because a big thing about Howard the Duck stories is that they make avian-based jokes all the time, especially when you're in Duck World. So there it is. From their relationships, Ronald and Henrietta Duckson are his parents. Teresa and Orville Duckson are his siblings. We see them in one of the stories. We'll talk about the notable events. And Linda and Alexis are children by clone, because why not? And then very famously, Beverly Switzler is his model human girlfriend, whom he meets on his quests, and she follows around. They break up and they get back together, they break up, what have you. So at this as a recording date, they could still be broken up, what have you. But in a lot of the adventures of Howard the Duck, you have Beverly Switzler. So if you happen to pick up a comic book or whatever, and you find that there's a random attractive woman, that she looks different depending on who's drawing and writing. She is a model. She follows him around on a lot of his adventures. That's who that is. Very important to note. Notable events. The origin of Howard the Duck. So Howard the Duck was born on Duck World, and as I said, was pulled into the Marvel 616 universe by Man-Thing, and then falls off the steps of oblivion to end up in Cleveland, Ohio. So in living in Cleveland, Ohio, he comes to grips with the fact that he has to stay there, and he decides, hey, I'm gonna make a name for myself in this here earth, and I am going to join the police force so people will like me, etc. So in doing so, he is reading the newspaper one day, because this duck is, as I said before, he becomes a plumber. He's just some regular dude trying to make it. Also, as a duck superhero situation. So that, by the way, when I say looks like Daffy Duck, this is how he used to look. This is his both stories I'm telling today are from the original design. So very much looks like Daffy Duck. But he wants to make a name for himself for the police department. He reads the newspaper and he reads about the notorious serial killer, the farm stalker, who is going from farm to farm and draining the farmers of their blood. So Howard, being the incredibly super intelligent, and I mean that honestly, he actually has a genius level intellect. Think Rocket Raccoon in a duck body. Being the super intelligent person he is, he's like, I'm going to start walking around in the middle of the night dressed as a human so that I get attacked by this vampire, probably. Or he doesn't know it's a vampire at the time. I'm going to get attacked by this serial killer, and it's going to be amazing because I will thwart them and it will work. So armed with only a broom, he goes out around 2 a.m. and he starts walking the streets at night, and eventually none other than Bessie the Hell Cow finds him. So Bessie the Hell Cow, a very much awaited character for Marvel Strike Force. This is Scopely. I'm formally requesting that on April 1st of every year, very similar. This is my idea to you. You can use it for free. like we have had the Undying releases on, in October, what have you, because zombies on April 1st, we need to get some of the Rogues Gallery, some of these crazy characters from Howard the Duck and other sources in the game. Bessie the Hell Cow, 2026, April 1st. Come on, Scopely. I'm challenging you. Bessie the Hell Cow. Anyway, so Bessie the Hell Cow was a cow just living a simple cow life in Switzerland. And Dracula, fleeing from the potential death of an angry mob, is starving to death, and he comes upon Bessie and decides to make Bessie his victim and drains Bessie of her blood, but does not finish the job all the way, and Bessie therefore becomes a hell cow, a vampiric cow, who then goes on adventures for 300 years looking for the creature, looking for the monster that turned Bessie from her simple life into this vampiric cow who has a insatiable lust for blood. It is this same 300-year quest that Bessie finds herself in Cleveland, Ohio, from Switzerland, and comes upon farmers in the outskirts of town and starts draining them of their blood. So, and one faithful night, a lone person is walking around the streets of Cleveland alone, and Bessie swoops down to find a Howard the Duck ready for competition. Howard turns around and bats Bessie off with the broom that he was secretly concealing as in his human form. His obvious human form. And then, excuse me. I'll count that. I'm going to count that as we're going to have to edit that out. I heard a knock. Give me 1 second. I feel like that was a pretty loud knock. Pretty sure I don't know if y'all can hear. I have a lot of filters on my mic, but that was a pretty loud knock. Nobody was out there. We're gonna finish this. I've actually been having a lot of fun with this one. You can probably tell. Okay, where was I? I talked to you about him turning around and fighting her off with the broom. Okay. So, Bessie regains her footing and attacks Howard and picks up Howard and throws him through the window of Ray's Auto Shop. In Ray's Auto Shop, at this point, with the genius intellect of the Super Duck, he's not a Super Duck, but once again, many aliases, he determines that this is probably a vampiric cow, so he picks up the closest thing to him that looks like a cross, which is one of those T-tiered lug nut things that you have in the cars for like a tire iron, but the T-tiered ones, and he's able to push. Bessie runs in to attack him, and he's able to fight Bessie off with this cross, and he gets control of the situation and sees from the corner of his eye a wooden stake and mallet that all auto shops have. So he ditches the cross and grabs the stake and mallet from the side, and then he runs to impale Bessie through the heart and is able to take out this bovine vampiric assailant. But he then takes the corpse of the vampire and buries it so that it doesn't return. But unbeknownst to our duck hero, you have to behead the vampire for it not to come back. So eventually Bessie does make a return, but this gets a little bit of a claim for Howard, and he tries to use this to once again join the police force of Cleveland, Ohio, and he is denied. So from here we see Howard the Duck go on many little adventures like this where they're once again one-offs, creature of the week type situation. We have somebody show up and then he has to deal with them, and then he fails. Most of the time he tries to run away. That's very important to note about Howard, especially early on in the writing. Most of the time he tries to flee, but is pursued by these things find him. So anyway, over time he does develop his private eye situation, and he also in a situation he does go up against a wizard named Prorata, and Prorata uses accounting to make magic happen. And this is where from Prorata, he saves Beverly Switzler, who is in the next notable event. So that's why I did a quick little summary of that right there. And upon, they go on many adventures, and upon their first breakup is when he actually becomes permanently a private eye. And also in context, through the writing of this, once again, he's brought into Inception in 1973. Over the span of 20 years does he become this, right? And his writing, there are huge gaps in his publication history that go back and forth. There are copyright battles from Steve Gerber and him working with different things, different types of comics, Eclipse Comics specifically, I believe. So there are huge gaps where people aren't writing for Howard the Duck. So if you go back and try to read through his stuff, most of it's pretty recent. So with that though, I am going to talk about one of the things. So after Steve Gerber, the guy that started writing immediately after, whose name is eluding me right now, he wrote about Howard's return to Duck World, and that one is just wild enough that I wanted to bring it up. So here we are. So return to Duck World. So once again, I was talking about how one-offs work. Usually there's a reason for, oh, hey, I'm going to a different dimension, right? In this situation, this is Howard the Duck Volume 2. That's how you know it's a different writer in this situation. It is Howard the Duck Volume 2, Issue 6. He and Betsy just randomly go to Duck World. It doesn't explain how. That's just sort of what happens. And anyway, they go back to Duck World, and the whole joke is that Betsy's the weird one, not Howard. That's the big flip. That's the satirical thing, what have you. So in returning to Duck World, they find out that his disappearance was a big deal because it was witnessed by a bunch of people. These witnesses started a cult, which the cult is it is called the Witness Ascent Cult, also known as the Wackies. So the Wackies see the return of their of their Messiah, right? So when he left, when the portal opened, he in Duck World notably yelled "Get down!" Right? So in Get Down, the people, and actually what we ended up finding out later, Godfrey Gander, the pastor, the prophet, the main cheese in the wacky cult, backed financially by Scrooge Mc... It's not Duck. It's obviously a play on Scrooge McDuck. It's Scrooge... I might not have written it down. Oh, Scrooge McDrake. I didn't write it down, but that's it. Remember Drake. Financially backed by Scrooge McDrake and led by Godfrey Gander, who ends up being one of Howard's big rivals, is Gander. They took the message of get down as in don't pursue your goals and ambitions, just give up and life will be easier for you. So upon seeing their savior returned, Betsy and Howard are chased away, and Howard tries to return to his old home to find out that the Wackies' base of operation is his home now, and this is where he first runs into Gander, and Gander sees him and brings up their new motto based on what he said before he disappeared, and he's like, that's ridiculous. You should pursue the things that you want to do, because that's the entire base of all of my characterization and pretty much every story I do. He's always trying to get something done, right? So it's the exact opposite. So he denounces this, and he encouraged everyone to start all the ducks to various waterfowl to start thinking for themselves, and everyone's like, that's a great idea, and he's like, I could be a big thing here. I'm gonna go on the Tonight Show with Johnny Quackson. And so he goes on there, and the big surprise is that he is reunited with his family, which is pictured here on our feature situation. So he goes on there to be able to tell everybody, hey, this is all going to be great. And Gander is very angry, so he reaches out to Dr. Ludwig von Kluck to prove that there's a weird relationship going on. Something's weird with this random human thing running around with Howard. So Dr. von Kluck decides to make a machine that is going to pull the skin off of Betsy so that they can see that... I keep calling her Betsy and her name is Beverly. I just noticed it. I don't know how to fix that. I said her name a lot. 2 edits. Damn it. Why'd I kept calling her Betsy because of Bessie. Beverly. Dang, I have it written right there. Oh, rough, Frosty. What are you doing? I made it a long way before calling her Beverly again. I knew Betsy sounded weird. It would just be the Duck World bit. I could just redub over myself. That would, I don't know if that would be kind of funny. Every time I say Betsy, I'll just go Beverly. Debating on how I want to approach. Do I need to restart Duck World? I don't really want to. We're pretty far into Duck World. Yeah, we're like at the end of Duck World. I have like a little bit more to say. Shit. That sucks. Real T-Dub. Mike sounds good. Hey, Real T-Dub. What's up, man? Theta, hello. I fucked up and I'm debating on how I want to fix this. I'm saying Betsy, man. Did I write Betsy? Is that what happened? I wrote Beverly. Where the hell I got Betsy? Damn. Okay. I'm just gonna continue and admit my fault. Why not? It's okay to be wrong. Okay, so I've been saying Betsy. I just came to the realization that it's Beverly. So I've been saying Betsy, but I came to the realization that it's been Beverly the entire time. It's even on the screen in front of me. I don't know where I got Betsy, but moving forward, Beverly is Howard's girlfriend in this context. So Dr. Von Kluck is trying to prove he believes that Beverly is a robot. So what he does is he creates this giant sucking machine that is going to suck the skin off her and expose the truth of what's going on here, that he is dating this robot and he's leading on everybody. He's trying to discredit Howard. So they get on stage and they are talking, and then this goes on. So the whole thing with Beverly being this model type, very often is she depicted with no clothes in one form or another because it's funny. So in this situation, instead of her skin ripping off, it just rips off her clothes and she is naked on stage in front of all of the Duck World. And Duck World is appalled to see a naked human woman. So Howard and Beverly go on the run. So in the end, actually, Gander kind of wins this, but they go on the run and they go and they find Doctor Strange, who is the Duck World equivalent of Doctor Strange, obviously, who is drunk in an alley, of course. Where else would you be if you were a practitioner of the mystic arts? So he's drunk in an alley, and as they're trying to convince him to cast a spell to send them back to the 616 universe. They are attacked by Scourge McDrake sent assailants to apprehend them because he's mad that all of their things have kind of fallen apart due to Howard's denouncing of their religion or whatever. And they bring guns and such, and by using trash cans in various situations, they take out their assailants one by one. and move and are able to use it's not I just said his name. Doctor, not Doctor Strange. Dude, what is going on today? Did I even write his name down? Doctor Strange. Yeah. They are able to take these assailants down one by one and give Doctor Strange enough time to figure out the spell and send them back to Marvel 616. So that is the end of those are the notable events. Those are some of the funny, well, there's a lot of funny stuff with Howard the Duck. If you want to read something that ties into the Marvel Universe that is actually pretty funny, besides Deadpool, Howard the Duck has some pretty solid bits. This one that I just referenced often isn't considered one of the well-written ones, but I found it really funny, so there's that. I did find that as I was doing research for this one, Steve Gerber, the guy who originally created Howard the Duck, and I said I had that back and forth. The last thing he wrote about him was it was a Howard the Duck a little comic arc, and he's a mouse. He's turned into a mouse or something. I've never read it, but it looks really good. And according to forums online, it seems like that is often considered one of the better runs. So I would check that out as well. I intend to soon. But anyway, with that, we're going to talk about power level. Now, Marvel Strike Force doesn't care about power levels, but here at Frosty Features we do. Now, the way that this works, if you are a multiversal threat, that means you can end all of reality. Not just your reality, but the top of the multiverse at a whim. Universal means you can end your reality, maybe then hop on over to another reality and end those one at a time, attacking the multiverse on a slower level. Cosmic means you have power equivalent to that, or excuse me, you have power strong enough to take out things like cosmic or planetary bodies, taking out planets or galaxies or solar systems with enough time and effort. Nuclear means you have power equivalent to that of a nuclear bomb, just destroying things like small towns all the way up to small planetary bodies, once again with enough time and effort. Super Soldier means you are beyond all human capability, being able to push past those limits, but not bounds beyond that of human possibility, leveling things like brick walls up to city blocks with enough time and effort. City means you are equivalent to that of a human being, but trained to the absolute and utter peak of human ability. Therefore, we have here a lot of ninjas, secret agents, things like that, mercenaries in the Marvel Universe, where we have a lot of our city level people, very equivalent to that of an Olympic level athlete here in our real world. And then there's Greg. Greg is the undead Asgardian that is spawned by Hela in Marvel Strike Force, and without a undying team to back him up, Greg is extraordinarily weak and cannot do anything. And we are going to, due to undead Asgardian physiology, just because I like to make the argument, we are going to equate him to regular human being levels of feat. So with that, in the dark streets of Cleveland, Ohio, there was a serial killer going around and destroying all home good owners, store owners, and I decided to disguise myself as a home good store owner, armed with nothing but a broom. And so I go and set up my Frosty's Night Emporium of home goods, and I only run at night and nobody ever comes in, but lo and behold, one fateful night, the assailant burst through the door. Greg, armed with his scimitar-looking Asgardian sword thing and a look of malice, and I, the most frosty of Osties, armed with only whatever I said I had, but I'm gonna change it, I guess, because we're just going off the cuff here. I'm using a very fabulous antique lamp that has been massively reproduced, which is why it's in my home emporium, to defend myself. And due to the fact that it happened to be cast iron, very high qualities do we have at Austin's home, and our Frosty Austy's home and Midnight home emporium. We're just changing the name all the time. This reality that we were speaking in has a lot of dimensional warps, as referenced in Howard the Duck's blog post description. But anyway, the fight ensues between the store owner and the undead Asgardian, and lo and behold, coming out the other end, I end up smashing the cast iron in half and impaling our serial killer assailant, Greg, the undead Asgardian, and Frosty comes out victorious. Anyway, Greg is equivalent to that of a regular human being. In the case of Howard the Duck, we have a duck that can move at superhuman speeds. There are times where he has mystic capabilities, and often he has some form of arsenal with him. He also debatably, there's no reference you can find of this, but because of his cartoonish nature, there is a bit of a Toon Force vibe to him where he happens upon, or almost you can look at it as like the power of Domino from X-Force, but he kind of happens to luck into things that help him win his situation very often. So I'm going to equate him to that of a city level individual. He has a genius intellect. He has super speed, essentially. He is very physically weak, but once again, he always seems to have the things he needs to get things done. So you could almost make the argument that he can tussle at the super soldier level. But really, if you're able to get a hold of the duck, you'll be able to take out the duck. That's going to be the main thing with Howard the Duck here. So that's where we're going to put that. As for the blog post, this really isn't bad. It does point out in here that the duck has no powers, and that's a bit of a that's not quite right. There are powers there, and very often is he seen moving faster than humans. That's that big cartoonish aspect. Also, my argument for the Toon Force. Maybe it's not reflexes, but him tapping into something like that. But regardless, I'm going to say this is a nice try. It's well written. It has a pretty decent description. And it's obviously referencing the more modern version of Howard the Duck. But I do think it's a decent shot. So not too bad. Not too bad on Scopely's part there. So with that, that was Frosty Features Howard the Duck. Please let me know your favorite Howard the Duck moments. Movies, comics, even in game, in the comments below. I would love to hear it. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. It doesn't cost you anything but a couple of clicks. And as a reminder, I stream on Twitch and YouTube now. Twitch link is above, where we do Frosty Features live Sundays, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. I hope that you all have a fantastic weekend. Most importantly, y'all, stay cool. Okay, we did that. We have 3 edits, which sucks. That's rough, man. But that was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with that. And we still have some time. Maybe we can start our new run in Temporal Cataclysm. And get stream elements back on and trigger fire back on. I don't know if I can unpin, or I don't know if that's unpinned my message or not, but I'm gonna hit unpin, see what, I don't know, see what happens. I don't know. I don't even know if it pinned in the first place. I am lagging something fierce all of a sudden. Wow. Rough, kids, rough. Let's real quick, let's hop into, we're gonna restart our run in Temporal Cataclysm. We are not strong enough. Why are we lagging so bad, kids? Like I'm talking to a bunch of children. I had to close Bendy's stream. What does this world come to? Okay. Cool. I don't know if anybody's still here, but I hope that y'all enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun with that one. Okay. Ooh, hey, that needs to be off. Doesn't burn the house down. Okay. Ooh. Alright, are we back to moving normal speed? Why are we lagging? Are we still lagging? Can y'all hear me okay? Check 1, 2. Yeah, it looks like it's fine. It just seems like my camera's freaking out. Check 1, 2, 1. I am moving my mouth to see. Okay, I think we're lagging a little bit, but it's not too bad. Okay, we're gonna start another run in Temporal Cataclysm. This is the fake one. Okay, gonna start a new run. We are too weak. We are too weak. we're gonna keep on our same scourges, but we're gonna go for difficulty 13. Because we still have about 10 minutes before we need to kick off here. But Bendy's been on this whole time. So even if Sen doesn't get on today, seems like Bendy's on forever. So we can raid Bendy if nobody else gets on. But anyway, we're gonna start here. I just realized the requirements here are the same as before. So I'm going to use the team at midnight had encouraged me to use for difficulty 14. We went through it fairly easy. It really was that node that everyone is saying is difficult. So this looked like this, and this. We do need to bring Astral up. Still. I really need to double check and do, I don't know if there's an Age of X planner on MarvelStrikeForce.com, but, I really do need to look into getting that going. Oh yeah, now that we're here, let's shout out Real T-Dub. I saw that he had commented earlier at the Real T-Dub. Cool. And then we're Raider, Striker. I had it like this. Pretty sure. We should be fine. We should be fine here.
You couldn't even T17 your bullseye.
I love you. If no one has told you,
Okay.
they love you today. I love you. And I will miss y'all and I'll see y'all Monday.
Oh man, why did it go to the sad
If I
clip?
don't, I don't.
He's back.
Okay. So thank you guys so much.
Oh
You
man, it
guys
went to
are
the
the
sad
best.
clip. Dude, are we seriously we're lagging, right? We've been streaming for 3 hours and it's just now starting to lag. All right, I'm gonna put this onto leader. I'm gonna play this exactly how I played it before. Grew up with Howard, so I enjoyed. That's awesome, dude. Did you read the comic books, or did you like, were you a fan of the movie or something? What, what's the story there? I'm curious. And also, thank you. I really wanted to get into the Disney copyright suit for Howard. They did a suit because he looked too much like Donald Duck, and then they proposed these changes, and then the changes were resisted, and then when Disney bought Marvel, they just implemented them. Also, the original writer died, and they were like, oh, okay. The original writer died in like 2008, and they made the changes in 2007, but they were proposed in like the 90s or some shit. Might have even been before that. I should have. No, wait. We're. Who's our one that's left? 2 out of 11. Oh, Ares just didn't drop. We're gonna auto basic. That's awesome. You grew up with Howard. The movie was pretty famous, but it's also famously bad. There's more than. Also, as I was like looking around for stuff. Is there more than one movie? I thought there was one, but I saw like there was one called Return to Duck World or something. Maybe there was one planned or it was straight to VHS. I don't know. It's wild. Nice and easy. If Marvel Strike Force decides to give me the victory. Sometimes when we get to this, I'm worried I won't. There we go. We got it. We got it. Alright, let's see what we've got. See how fast we can get to where we were. This is obviously much easier. I steamrolled them. Okay. Let's see what happens. Okay, here we go. Yes, we did this. And then we focus these guys. Yeah, everybody's dying very fast now. I'm gonna save Shadow King special. I assumed, yeah, that would kill her. There we go. Beautiful. Same thing. God, I know it was only a couple of percentage points, but geez, it seems like it's a whole different thing. They're taking so much more damage than difficulty 14. I didn't have to turn the packs back on, didn't I? They just stayed on. I thought. They are really taking more damage. We're just toasting them. Just toasting them. Go Winds of Watomb. The Winds of Watomb. Get him, Blade. Damn. And then there were 9. I think we can probably auto-basic him to death. Judging by how much damage we are currently dealing, I don't feel like this is an issue. Come on. Come on. Come on. Dang. He's holding up. There we go. Okay, we got, okay, got this back. And a special. What we really want is this guy to keep his taunt, and then we can Shadow King special. That's what we really want. Oop, and that's what's gonna happen. Flippity-doo-dah, flippity-yeah. My, oh my, what a wonderful node. Node. Okay, okay, okay. There once was a character named Mephisto. He tried to take a turn, but listed it low. Sorry. My headspace has been wild this morning. Just wild. Kill them. And then do the shadow thing. Yay! We like the Ancient One special. Come on. Ah! We're healing folks out here. We want to flip this stuff off of him. Him and Oath can heal people. Beautiful, beautiful. Oath is gone. Winds of Watomb! He is gone. Beautiful. Okay, so this works out really well because now we are going to be at the same spot we were at before. In difficulty 14, and we did it in less than 10 minutes. So we'll finish this battle, and then we will raid. We will raid somebody. Bendy is, of course, still alive. Usually we raid into Sen Raven. Let's just see if Sen is logged up yet. He usually gets on right at 11. We'll give him his minute. We'll give him his minute. We will give him his minute, people. And if Sen doesn't log on, we'll do an early raid for him. And if he doesn't log on, we'll just raid into Bendy. We will raid into Bendy. This is taking a lot longer than I thought. But we want the cooldowns, damn it! And we will have them. And we will have them. actually kind of wild. I was just mowing through them, and then I was like, auto basic. Like, what if we slowed down all the way? Now we have no competition from the other side, so this shouldn't be too difficult. Just moving on. Shouldn't be a big deal. Come on, I believe in you. Still not seeing Sen. All right, bendable straws it is, I think, folks. All right. Man, I was watching his stream before I streamed. He's a monster. A monster. All right, so we are going to raid our friend Bendable Straws for sure. There was an error fetching my following channels. That's fine. I can type it in. Give me the search function. Give me the search function. Okay. Oh, there it goes. Bendable. Underscore. Straws. Search. That's wild. It's not letting me. I wonder if I just go to his channel on here. So now, for context, it doesn't let me raid from my computer anymore. Let's see. Okay, great. So I'm gonna have to go on. I'm gonna have to log on all the way from my computer just so that I can raid out because it doesn't work anymore. Pretty good. Pretty excited about that. You know, let's try it. We'll just see. Because it should still send it to Twitch. So it should theoretically still work if I just type it in like that. But we'll see. We'll just see what happens here. I'm gonna give it a second. What the heck? Okay, I'm just gonna do it I have to do it the old way, using the old ways. Definitely thought it was gonna be just fine. Let's see. We got this. Sorry, y'all. That's one of the big things of me switching to Restream is I can't raid the way I used to, so I need to figure out what the best way to do that is. We will figure that out. That is the only problem I have left in my stream that is blatantly wrong. So, but we can do it this way. It just takes a second. Is the problem. The red button over here. It should work soon. Raid channel. Okay. You can go to raid only following. And then right here. Here we go. Stay cool, maybe? Okay, we're going. Okay. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate your love and support. Real T-Dub, Midnight, Real Bubba Hotep, Real Gilead, thank you all for swinging in. I appreciate you all. Y'all are awesome. I hope that you all have a fantastic weekend. Most importantly, y'all, stay cool. Stay cool. Yeah. Think it worked. I assume it only sends the people from Twitch, so if you're here on YouTube, I have this awkward little thing at the end, I believe, maybe. But I could be wrong.